Good, happy Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, DOT repairs washed out roads following flash flooding in Dublin. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
A crane lifts David Field's shed up off an embankment after last night's fast-moving floodwaters swept it up, traveling behind his home to where it got stuck.
It was crazy. It was like a regular river coming down the highway, 3 feet of water.
The water rose several feet in the basement as Field and his neighbor frantically tried to save what they could.
We jumped in the vehicles and got 3 vehicles in the boat out of the yard, but I couldn't get to the Harleys. They were underwater in about 5 feet of water.
Miraculously, the shed and everything inside stayed intact. His bikes weren't so lucky.
Devastating. It's devastating. Just, I love my bikes. I ride a lot. Everybody knows me, knows that I ride a lot.
That's where the entry point was.
Jerry Bird's driveway washed away. He escaped just in time.
And as I was going down my driveway, I saw the rest of my driveway, passing me on the left-hand side, which is a pretty scary thing.
Roads in Dublin and Harrisville seeing major damage. DOT working throughout the day, patching them up to make them at least passable.
This culvert is in our plan to replace. This maybe will hasten the project along.
A lot of people have stopped by this morning and said that they've lived here for 40-some years and all their lives, and they've never seen anything like this in Dublin.
Nothing like this. We've had flooding before, but this is the worst.
Now, DOT says the culvert in question is from the 1930s. They may also be looking into replacing another culvert downstream. They've made a lot of progress on this section of Route 101. They do expect to have it open no later than 8 o'clock tonight. We're live in Dublin. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9. And other towns in the Monadnocks got hit hard by last night's storm as well. A U local member sent us pictures of a washout on Night Farm Road in Hancock. The police department says repairs were made this morning. That road reopened around 9 a.m. And here's a list of some of the road closures still in place right now. Route 101 in Dublin between Charcoal Road and Lake Road, as well as that Old Harrisville Road. Also in Dublin, Dublin Road and Beach Hill Road is closed. In Harrisville, a stretch of Dublin Road is also shut down right now.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Ali Resman says USA Gymnastics still isn't reaching out to abuse victims. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Can you guess the only real estate brand with agents who are smart home specialists? Now you can. Coldwell Banker, the real estate company with real advantages.
Two teammates of mine, they came forward a couple of days ago, and USA Gymnastics released a statement saying they support, the athletes, blah, 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 basically the same thing they always say, and they haven't heard from USA Gymnastics either. So USA Gymnastics needs to stop saying it's the new USA Gymnastics. You can't be the new USA Gymnastics if you really don't care and you're not even reaching out to the athletes and being supportive. It would have been nice if, the TD Garden fits a lot of people in there, and it's not going to be sold out, so it would have been nice if they had reached out to the survivors and let people come and just show their support and really be willing to meet with us. But yeah, it's unfortunate, and it's really, nothing really shocks me anymore, but it's just very sad that they just really don't care. Since I came forward, I was very busy, but I would say, I've taken the summer to really do a lot of extra therapy. I've done therapy for a long time, but I would say going public and having so many great opportunities has been really great, really grateful that I'm being heard and that there already has been so much change. Well, I think one of the toughest things is that, you know, I'm still processing this and coping with it myself. And it's also so public, which I chose for it to be public. So I'm, you know, again, very grateful that I am being heard, because I know there are so many people out there that, you know, they speak up and they're not being heard, and that's unacceptable. And I really want to, you know, push for that to change.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Plymouth man seriously injured after car crashes into motorcycle. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
A motorcycle driver is suffering possible life-threatening injuries after colliding with a car on Interstate 95 in Palmyra. 57-year-old Robert Dorrance of Plymouth was struck by a car pulling off the interstate ramp into the path of this motorcycle. Now, Dorrance was not wearing a helmet. The crash is still under investigation, and there is no charges filed.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Backstreet Boys concert canceled. At least 14 people sent to hospital. Let's take a look at the video.
Introducing Beauty Rest Black. Here, sleep is the ultimate luxury.
Dream in black on the all-new Beauty Rest Black. Right now at Cardi's, save double the mass sales tax. Cardi's Furniture.
Please. We'll inform you folks when we get started, all right? So please make your way to the convention center or the hotel, please.
And that was viewer video taken at the scene. The Backstreet Boys concert canceled a sold-out concert Saturday at Windstar World Casino and Resort after a structure collapsed and people were injured. At least 14 people were sent to the hospital Saturday after a storm knocked over concert entrance terrace at an Oklahoma outdoor concert venue hosting the Backstreet Boys in 98 degrees, a spokeswoman for the property owner said. The staff had begun evacuating fans in the venue after lightning was spotted, a spokeswoman for Windstar World Casino and Resort said. Around 5:30 p.m., an outdoor coliseum for the concert was evacuated due to an approaching storm, a spokesperson said. Kevin Richardson, a member of the Backstreet Boys, tweeted that a tent collapsed and hurt some folks who were seeking shelter. About 150 people in line did not heed staff warnings. Thompson said the area was pounded by heavy rain and winds as strong as 80 miles per hour. Linda was waiting for the concert to start at the venue in Sackville when the storm went through, she said. She said she saw 4 people put on gurneys and taken away by ambulances. A few of the injured had bandages on their heads but were able to walk, she said. The metal structure that fell was holding up a purple banner that read "The Coliseum at Windstar," she said. 2 of the people who were hospitalized have been released, according to Thompson. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you will have a wonderful Sunday, everyone, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report going up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.